everybody. I hope you're all doing okay. Um, it is going on 10 o'clock. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I made my last video, and I just wanted to come to you tonight with a quick video about a recent book haul that I did. If I look tired, probably do. It's because I haven't been sleeping. I recently found out that I have a severe vitamin D deficiency, so I'm taking supplements for that, and so uh, my doctor is really fantastic, so everything should be fine. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'll soon be starting to get my energy back. We're trying to figure out. I know with the autism comes some sleep issues as well, but we're also trying to figure out what exactly is going on, like why I'm so tired all of the time. And yeah, I think it's just while I love the fact that I'm autistic, it definitely presents with some challenges sometimes. So, anywho, so without further ado, if you want to get a hot drink or a cold drink, please pause and do that now. And yeah, otherwise, let's just get into this recent book haul that I did. I'm going to be showcasing some books that I got for myself, some books that I got for my husband, and some that he got for himself as well. So the first thing I want to show is it's kind of hard because it's full of books right now, but this beautiful book tote bag that my mom got me for my birthday. I love tote bags. I have a really nice purse, and I always keep a folded up tote bag in there, a cloth one. That way, if I'm out and about, I can, and I'm doing some impromptu book shopping or just shopping in general, I can just pull out my tote bag, and that way, then I don't have to worry about plastic bags, which is great. Okay, so my husband and I each got a Kohl's gift card to use to buy books for our birthdays, and as well, I also got some of these books from my local library. They have a book sale room, and it's by donation, so you can go in, pay, $1, $2, whatever it is, whatever you can afford, and then go into their book sale room and take pretty much as many books as you want. So it's really, really great that way. Or you can buy one of their tote bags and you can fill it up with books for $5. So that's really amazing. Um, and their book sale room is always full because they're always getting donations of books, but they never throw out a book. So if you go and if they don't have your book in their collection, they'll add it, and if they do, it goes right into the book sale room. So you can find a lot of really nice books. First, I'm going to talk about this is a set of books that I bought for my husband, who also loves to read. I got these from Kohl's when we went. Um, he actually didn't even know I was buying them. I noticed them just as we were leaving, and I kind of ushered him out and got them for him as a surprise. And that is the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know very much about these books. I've heard very good things about them. I've read very good things about them on Goodreads, so I'm very excited. Apparently, it's a very, very sort of it's one of those books with like a world that just really pulls you in. You can just get lost in this whole other world, and I love books like that. So as you can see, it's I believe it's a trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. Yeah. must be a trilogy. Um, Mistborn, The Well of Ascension, and The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. Okay, the next series of books is actually there's a TV show based on them now. I haven't seen I've seen some of the TV show. I don't mind it. I don't think it's anywhere nearly as good as the books were, but I saw these at the library and my husband had never read them, and so I nabbed them because I just wanted to and because he's never read them. And I'm a bit of a horse nut, and since he's never read them, I thought he's wanting to learn more about horses. I thought these would be great for him. And that is the Heartland series by Lauren Brooke. Now, they didn't have all the books in the series, obviously. There's a lot more books than just four. Um, but I have 10, which is Tomorrow's Promise, 13, The Darkest Hour, 18, New Beginnings, and 17, A Season of Hope. Those were the four that I managed to pick up. Okay, next we go back to Cole's Bookstore. And this is a beautiful book. Now, you have to understand, my husband is a Harry Potter nutcase. He absolutely loves Harry Potter. He thinks it is just like the most amazing, best thing since sliced bread. He has all the movies. He's read all the books. He rereads the books a lot. He just thinks it's amazing. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's pretty amazing too, but I'm not as big of a Harry Potter nutcase as he is. Not that that's a bad thing. There are a lot worse things you could be obsessed with than Harry Potter, so I'm pretty happy about that. But so anyway, when we went to Cole's bookstore, of course, he started looking for some neat sort of collector type editions of Harry Potter. And we found this beautiful 20th anniversary edition of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I love this edition. It has the Gryffindor coloring here on the page edges, which I think is really, really nice. I love the fact, like, it's got the red and black, so it's black on the outside, and then pages are red, and then it's got the red writing here for Gryffindor, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love the gold writing on the front. I love the sort of the two snakes, the white snake and the sort of darker snake. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, the witch's hat, the sunshine, as you can see in the light, it kind of shines, which is it's beautiful. It's quite nice. I really enjoy it. Um, One thing that I think is neat about this too is I find a lot of these sort of collector's edition books, a lot of times they will color these edges, but they will leave the top and the bottom just as that kind of like white paper color. They didn't do that here. They actually colored the bottom and the top in the red of Gryffindor. I thought was just really cool. Got these really beautiful sort of illustrations. It's got Gryffindor and sort of the traits of Gryffindor. So courage, bravery, determination. Apparently, they had 20th anniversary editions of the Chamber of Secrets in all four of the houses. So they had the Gryffindor one, the Slytherin one, the Hufflepuff one, and the Ravenclaw one. So yeah, and of course my husband being a Gryffindor. Well, actually, there's a quiz you can take. It tells you what house you're in. He took it twice, so did I. And what's kind of funny is that he came up as a Gryffindor and a Hufflepuff, and I came up as a Ravenclaw and a Slytherin, um, because we each took it twice, so which was really kind of interesting. Yeah, so this was the book, and I think it's okay. Moving on. Trying to keep this video as short as possible. It's not going to work as per usual. The next books that I picked up, and these are again from the local library. These ones I picked up for myself. I started reading the first one um, a few years ago, and I really liked it, and I lost my copy, and I was really upset. It was just kind of a, if you've watched my other video about sort of why I like to stay away from big bookstores, um, I talk a bit in there about why I always like to have 3 copies of each book that I buy. Or at least if I like it, I like to have 3 copies. If I don't like it, I like to have 1 copy for annotating purposes and doing reviews and such. So anyway, these books I started reading uh, a few years ago, and I just recently found them again at the library, and I was so excited that I found them again because now I can finally finish reading them. And that book series is the City of Ember series by Jan Dupro. Okay? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but yeah, Jan Dupro. Um, so these books are basically about these sort of kids, I guess. Yeah, I'd say they're kids. Um, who are sort of living in this city called Ember. And it is like this city underneath the ground. There was a big war. The earth was destroyed. The survivors kind of went underground and started this sort of underground, made this underground city. And it's about this girl and this boy. And the guy wants to work on the pipeline, and the girl wants to become a messenger so that she can go above ground. That's basically the premise. Um, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's basically pretty much the premise. It's good. It's a good light read. Um, I enjoy it. But yeah, so that is that. The first book is which is this one. The next book is The People of Sparks, which is this one. I think that cover is so pretty with the blue and the green. I just, oh, I love it. I love that cover. And the next one is the last one is The Prophet of Yonwood. All right, moving on. The next book that I have to show you is one that I again picked up at Kohl's. This one I picked up for myself. It was before Halloween, and I was in a very sort of Halloweeny kind of mood, looking forward to Halloween. So I thought this would make a very good Halloween read. Unfortunately, I didn't get to read it before Halloween. I'm working right now on reading An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I did also get a brand new paperback copy of that book, um, but I don't have it with me. It's in my purse. Um, yeah, I always like to keep one book in my purse with me at all times, just so I can pull it out and read if I like. Um, but yeah, and it is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. Look at that cover. That's so neat. Again, I don't know anything about this book. I feel like I'm saying I don't know anything about these books, like unless I read them before. Anyway, I like going into books basically knowing nothing about them. That way I have like zero expectations going into them. So then, because I don't know, I feel like if I have expectations going into a book, then it kind of skews my view and like my experience of the book, if that makes sense. Kind of biases me. So then I don't like to do like reviews of the book or of like why I liked it, why I didn't like it. Um, and I don't even really like to talk about it with people, like why I like it, why I didn't like it, or like what my thoughts were on it, because I feel like it's skewed my opinion and my I mean obviously it's my opinion, so it's going to be biased towards like me, but I feel like it's skewed it's changed and it's biased my opinion of the book, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Please bear with me. I'm I'm really exhausted. I was up at like almost every 15 minutes last night. We have two puppies here who often keep me up pretty much all night. Plus, I have chronic nightmares. Plus, sensory wise, just getting to sleep is like hell. Plus, then I've been having like there's been like I've been having a really like rough time like in life just in general. I've just been having a really hard time, so bear with me if I say something and I'm not really making sense. Please let me know down in the comments, but please be gentle. I'm trying to make as much sense as I can. So please be patient with me, bear with me. So yeah, anyway, The Last Magician, I love that cover. It's so cool. It's just awesome. Um, it's set though in modern day New York, which is going to be interesting. Um, and it has magic. It has a magic system. It has um, characters. It's got a kind of a neat story. It looks like so. Oh, I didn't even realize this before. And then down here it says the story continues, and we've got The Devil's Thief, which is the next book, which I assume is probably going to be coming out if it's not out already. Maybe she's going to make this trilogy. I don't know. Okay. Well, anywho, moving on. The next book is a book that my husband got for himself at Kohl's, and I just have to show you because it's again a Harry Potter book, but it's so pretty. Oh, oh, my heart just flutters. And that is this beautiful edition of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, look at that. Look at the brilliant white of the Patronus and the gold lettering and the stars sparkling in the night sky. Oh, so beautiful. And then it's even got stars, like it's got stars here. I don't know how well you can see them, but like it's got stars here on the spine. And again, that brilliant gold lettering and that white Patronus. And then it's got one of my favorite scenes on the back, which is the night bus. And this all the glittering stars all around it. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then more stars on the inside. I love stars. I love starlight so much. I love it. The light of stars, starlight, is one of my most favorite things in the entire world. Silver starlight is like, oh, it's just, oh my god, so beautiful. My three favorite colors are purple, silver, and blue. So this combines two of them. Just, oh, oh, I love it so much. so pretty. And then, like, even on the front pages, even drew out the stars there. Oh, it's so pretty. And then the same thing on the back pages here. They have it there. Then they've got these beautiful, beautiful illustrations with more stars on the pages. And then all these different things. We talked about other books, like some of the other books that she's written and everything. And oh, oh my gosh. I'm trying to do as much justice as I can here, but it's hard. Look at this. Okay, see, undress it naturally on the spine, right? But look at the front cover when you make it nude. This like beautiful shower of stars comes out at you. This like waterfall shower of stars. Oh, it's so pretty. Doesn't have any stars on the back, just on the like on the back of the new cover. On the front there. But oh, it's so beautiful. And I love this Dutch jacket so much. Oh, oh, it's so beautiful. It is so fantastic. I love it. It's amazing. Okay, next is a book that I got for myself at the library, and that is the novel Swoon by Nina Malkin. This is supposed to be sort of kind of like a, I guess kind of like a Twilight-esque, like it's, your typical vampire human love story. Um, but this girl, she's uh moves, I guess she goes from New York City to Connecticut, and yeah, so it's fast, sexy, clever. Fans of Twilight have a new heroine to root for. I couldn't put it down. Yeah, so it's not actually about like vampires, but it's got that same sort of feel, if that makes sense. That sort of vampire supernatural-esque, and there's uh of course there's the sort of, spirits and ghosts and all these other things. And yeah, so anyway, it's going to be very, very, very interesting, I think. There's demons, there's all kinds of stuff in here. So, um, talks about a lot of it on the back. I think it's going to be really, really good. Okay, so the next book that I got my hands on, which is again is a very witchy read, which I'm looking forward to reading, is Hex Hall by, or sorry, Plain Kate by Aaron Bow. Bow? 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 I think it's Bow. I'm gonna say Bow. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Aaron, but yeah, I think it's Bow. So just to give you a little bit of an overview, the back says, Plain Kate lives in a world of superstitions and curses, where a song can heal a wound and a shadow can work deep magic. Uh, As the woodcarver's daughter, Kate held the carving knife before a spoon, and her wooden charms are so fine that some even call her Witchblade, a dangerous nickname in a town where witches are hunted and burned in the square. Okay, so this is kind of like almost going back to like the witch hunts or something. For Kate and her village have fallen on hard times. Kate's father has died, leaving her alone in the world, but for her cat Taggle. Um, and a mysterious fog now covers the countryside, ruining crops and spreading fear and hunger and sickness. Um, the townspeople are looking for someone to blame, and spreading fear of hunger and sickness. Um, the townspeople are looking for someone to blame, and their eyes have fallen on Kate. Enter Linné, a stranger with a proposition. In exchange for her shadow, he'll give Kate the means to escape the town that seems set to burn her, and what's more, he'll grant her heart's wish. It's a chance for her to start over, to find a home, a family, and a place to belong. But Kate soon realizes that she can't live shadowless forever, and that Linné's designs are darker than she ever dreamed. So, yeah, so I think that's going to be really, really good. You know, I really do. I think it's going to be really fantastic, really good read. I hope it's done well. It sounds like a good story. It sounds like a very good premise. I hope it's executed well. I won't know till I read it. Excuse me. If any of you know about spoon theory, or have any suggestions about sleep, um, like comment down below if you have any suggestions about sleep for an autistic girl um, like me. Uh, Sleep's been kind of difficult. If any of you know of spoon theory, my spoons are like very low, so hopefully it all works out. So the next book that I got was again a book I picked up for myself, and I just saw it and I thought it might be kind of cute and kind of neat to read. And that's the Avatar: The Last Airbender series. This is the Lost Scrolls collection. It includes all four sacred tales, and yeah, it just talks a little bit about it on the back. There's a lot of illustrations in here. You can see a lot of illustrations. I think the illustrations are really quite well done. I quite like them. Quite like the way that they're done. So yeah, that should be a neat kind of a light read at some point for me. And last but certainly not least is, and this is again another book I got from the library, Silverbeds by Melissa De La Cruz. Okay, so this is sort of um, this this one is about vampires. Um, so it's about this girl who's turning 15. Her name is Shula Van Allen. Um, and so, and then talks about vampires and stuff. So it should be interesting. I'm hoping it's not too much like Twilight. I really didn't enjoy Twilight at all. Um, but I feel like even that other book, Swoon, like, I don't know. I, sorry, it's not that I didn't enjoy Twilight. I did, but only on a very sort of like superficial level. Like I didn't deeply connect with the book. Like it wasn't something that it was like, oh, like I would get totally immersed in and sit and like read for hours from start to finish. No, it was one of those books that was like, I'd pick it up and I'd read maybe a page, and then I'd get distracted by something and I'd put it down, I'd watch something else, and then maybe a couple days later I'd pick it up, I'd read a few more pages, and then I'd put it down, and then I'd walk away from it. It was one of those, read a couple of pages while you're sitting waiting in the vehicle for something or someone, or, while you're sort of, waiting in the drive-through line to go through for takeout type thing. But it wasn't a curl up on the sofa and binge read for 3 hours read for me. That's just not what it was. Yeah. So anyway, Melissa De La Cruz, Blue Bloods. So again, I don't really know much about it. I know it's about vampires. That's about all I know. 15-year-old girl named Schuler Van Allen. That's basically all I know about it. I tried to go to it. Oh, excuse me. Again, with pretty much no expectations, whatsoever. So, but I'm only human, and by nature of being human, there will be some expectations, but hopefully not too many going in this book. And that is the end of my recent book haul. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed uh, hearing about the books that I've gotten. Comment below if you have any suggestions for sleep, or uh, if you like any of the books that I showed here, if you've read any of them, what you thought of them. No spoilers, please. But please give me your opinions and let me know what you think. Um, as always, I will link all of my social media below. I will link um, to my husband's online store below as well. Um, he does all kinds of wonderful crafts out of plastic canvas. He can make anything you want: table runners, napkin holders, bookmarks, book covers, book sleeves, little book tags to put on your pages. Basically anything. Placemats, doll furniture, you name it. If it has basically any parts that are sort of flat or cube shaped, uh, he can make it for you. So I will link that below as well if you're interested in that. Um, yeah, and I will see you all next time. All right, have a good night, guys. Bye.